Welcome to some One Piece action. If you're new to the channel, please give us a subscribe. And if you're a returning viewer and have not subscribed yet, please give us a subscribe. It definitely helps the channel grow. Alright, we decided to pull Whitebeard out of the woodwork because we do think he's a solid leader and things are gonna change in the meta pretty soon. So, give us time to continue working on decks. Because for the most part, every yellow deck loses Rygo, if I'm saying it right? Every black deck loses Ice Age, pretty much. Guaranteed, no matter what type of black deck you're playing, you're going to play Ice Age. And Moria, but for the most part, we know a black deck is playing Ice Age, right? Any blue deck using the Warlords engine just lost Jinbei. And doing, okay, I got all the cards. So a lot of black decks need to be, all our black decks pretty much need to be re-edited, and any blue decks that I already said it, right? So anyway, here's the match. Zoro has an issue with this because we're just a 6k leader by default, and we easily make ourselves 7 and 8. We got 3 9-beards in our hand, so this is like extra complicated for them. They want to go up against 5k leaders. They don't want to go up against anything stronger than a 5k leader, so this is a real chore for them. But I've been debating on trying to make a Zoro deck. Zoro's all about going wide, but I think that's just, me. I think that's just the habits we developed because, once something works, it's like every deck, every build follows that same ideology. So that's what my theory is at. My theory is just deck swing and swing. My theory is maybe there might be something more. Maybe we have to think outside the box and I wonder if we click too much, or do we intend for that chopper to be the target? Decisions. I'm surprised. Oh yeah, no, I'm not surprised they saved it. I am surprised they saved it. That was a lot because we got another strong attack. So once they feel confident, you get what I'm saying? If you couldn't save it with us attacking again, then there was no point trying to save it. Yep. That's ridiculous. The whole chopper system is basically supposed to replace its board, so I don't know. Like, you got to get comfortable letting things get removed, and then not only will have more cards in your hand, but you would have been able to take a life card and have another card in your hand. Some people got to know when to not protect things. Yeah, don't look too good. They don't even know the back to back that we got in our hand. They're just trying to figure out what are the best options as of right now. Are we going to draw that life anyway? Why are we protecting it? Oh, we're stopping like a big all-in? Is that what it is? We also got a blocker. If they was to do something like that, they would be in trouble. We're giving up Marco. That was their best play. But you see their hand? You see how they have one card in hand? And they essentially had that option. They could have rebuilt their board. You get what I'm saying? That board could have been looking okay anyway if they didn't overprotect, and they would have a bunch of more cards in their hand. It really didn't make sense protecting that chopper. Oh, if we play it, we don't lose that life card. And we got 3. That's funny. So in theory, we're gonna have a life card that's gonna keep us safe. Wow. We do have counter for it. An ace. And this is just a tough matchup for them. Because next turn, we're going to be at 10 Dawn. We're going to be able to play another 9 Beard. And we're going to have the 1 Dawn open for Divine Departure. Oh, nice play. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You gotta take it. Oh, okay. Because there's Diablo Jambe. Okay. I felt like I said something wrong on my first attempt. It looks like we want to KO something. Okay, so that's gone. We have enough Dawn for a blocker. Huh. Oh, okay. I was like, I wonder why we left 3 Dawn up. Okay, for both events. My bad. I mean, there's nothing they could do this turn. The best play they got is to try to just fill up their board so they can try to go crazy next turn. Oh, snap. I didn't expect that to be a thing right now. That's crazy. I figured we could have just chucked the Rayleigh and then blocked. Maybe. We also had the weaker blocker. Trying to make some decisions. That's interesting. That's interesting. What the heck? Okay, well we're good on the events though. We at least woo. At least we're good on the events. Oh my god. I felt like things was not looking okay. We're checking our board development, but now we have 3 events that can definitely stop us from losing the game. And if they have Diablo Jambe, I'm sure we can block that no matter what. Now the sad thing is we're not going to get to draw because they need another 5k character. They only got 1. Yeah, we don't have anything that can lower the power of their characters. So are we going to develop Rayleigh? Okay, there we go. I was like, we're going to develop Rayleigh so we can have a body on the board. What the good thing is, next turn, that is a 6k character to attack with. So I want to say we're technically threatening lethal. Anything they choose to play this turn, essentially, is just gonna make it more comfortable for us to go for game next turn, because that's less cards in their hand, so that's information. It's like, oh, okay, so your best ability is to counter out of this much. It's so crazy to me that they're just able to do this off of that one chopper blocker. Just boom, they weaken our Whitebeard by so much. That's why 3K and 4K power reduction is considered really good by Bandai standards. So like we're seeing it firsthand. See, that's the good thing. And with a leader that's 6K by default, that makes a world of difference. Where it's just you pump and you subtract. It just makes a world of difference in any matchup. So that event is pretty good. That sucks. That's crazy. They're still going for... We can use a Divine Departure? No, we're going to use Radical Beam. Okay. Oh, Rush Zoro. Oh my god. That's low-key a top deck. That's low-key a top deck. Why are we playing it now? Yeah, 7, 7, 7. Yeah, that's a little too difficult to block. Oh my god. I didn't understand that, but respectfully, we had too many attacks afterwards. We had way too many attacks. Now his limb, I believe she got better to my knowledge, and people are still figuring her out, trying to make her like even more consistent. That's funny. That 2-drop. That 2-drop is gonna help out. We are always, lots of things get undervalued, underestimated, underappreciated in the game of One Piece. That these Dawn movers are definitely good cards, but like 99% of the times they're not seeing any play. They're just not seeing any play. So but once they're on the board, they become a high priority target. We're talking, the opponent is like, man, I gotta get that card off the board, because that ability to just move on, and then things are just a little too free. People don't like it, trust me. So like maybe after another turn or so, Lim is gonna try to tunnel vision to get that guy off the board. Oh, they say F that. What is the options here? Our hand size look crazy. I get it. It's like, I get it. It's like, are we just gonna put one swing and then summon and swing again? Are we gonna... Oh wow. So the only thing I can think of is that we're low-key holding on to Radical Beam. Because, you know, right now Radical Beam doesn't have the biggest pump value, but if it can save the card, that's the theory I'm getting at. If it can save the card, player is going to use it. our hand is very interesting because obviously, like as of right now, our strongest card is Rayleigh, but everything else is so supportive. Blockers, 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 2K counter, 2K counter, 2K counter, event, event. Go ahead, play a 5-drop for 3 Dawn. Because no matter what your Dawn total is, that's a strong ability. I can't remember what that NL does. Does it rest something? Decisions. Mind you, the video sped up, so it'd be making me nervous when it's like, I wonder what's taking so long. Did they DC? Did they... I remember when some people would... a win's a win, right? So they'll just sit AFK. At least this is what we gotta assume, right? They'll sit AFK just hoping that you quit. And it's just like, well, how do we know that's the case? Well, it happened, it felt like a little too often. And then 2, it's just like old school gamers got issues. So I'm just assuming that's what it was, because that's what it would have been back in the day. And we're keeping our ace alive. That swing was crazy. It's funny because technically, like, that was a great outcome for them. But here's Rayleigh just changing the tides of battle. That's crazy. Like, we just crapped the whole hand and still potentially gained the board advantage. Rayleigh KO something and then we just swing. I guess they're thinking. Come on now. There it goes. Thank you. So now they got to keep this card alive. Defensive events are just so necessary. I feel like decks gotta start having them. You just did a 10 Dawn play, but like essentially you could have, if you had an event, you could have left 1 Dawn active, swung just regular. No, you couldn't. Just end your turn. Because right now you want to keep that Zoro on the board. That's all I'm trying to say. So even though you would have just like not been offensive that turn, you're setting up. See how important it is to get that Zoro off the board? Look at that. That's ridiculous, right? Now, if you just had like a 4K event, green does have one, but it sucks. I think you need like 3 characters. Anyway, yeah, because then the next one in line just would be a 2K pump, right? But then they got that one that's a 2K pump, and then it restands the Dawn. But then Odyssey has some defensive events. So I gotta recall what the Odyssey defensive event was. Overall point is, I guess we're debating. Okay, because obviously Izo can help us find our 9 drops. But yeah, you wanted to keep that Zoro on the board. It's gone. Now, of course, you're gonna want to keep Shanks on the board. Oh, this swing is diabolical. The debate is literally how much Dawn to leave up so we can play an event. both players get put in these stressful thinking situations. Oh, we just counting things out. Looks like we're going to be really defensive next turn. Oh, that's good. They don't want to get any lower in life, so I guess expect them to start countering out. I don't know. They might take the next one. Unless we swing. Okay, I was going to say, unless we swing for 6 raw, like just 6, and they have a 2K, of course, that's automatic. Oh, it's like all bricks or something. That's ridiculous. Yeah, if they can't make a really strong play this turn, they pretty much lose next turn. Come on now. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. There's a strong debate right now that's happening with Lim. Do you put all 10 Don and swing for 21? Or do you try to develop something on this board and hope that next turn is possible? Because, oh, no, we have a blocker. So that wasn't their thought process regardless. Forgive me for that one. We have a blocker, so there's no way they were thinking that. But I'm sure they were just trying to see if there's some sort of way for them to get game this turn. Mind you, we have a crap ton of active Don open and a bunch of events in our hand. Oh, do we bring back? Yes, we do. The exchange of blockers. Makes sense? Makes sense. Oh. For some reason, I just felt like we wasn't going to get rid of a 2K. That worked out. Now we need 2K. There it goes. Wow. That math really worked out. Oh, that's understandable. Yeah, that math really worked out. So essentially, that was a 5K card when you think about it. Just like Big Mom's card. That was low-key a 5K card. Plus 4K minus 1K. Mathematically, that's a 5K card for 2 Dawn. We get an ace. Huh, 2K. I really thought it would be ace or the blocker. It's weird, right? She just swung for 7 and we just chucked 1 card. Huh. Are they handing that brick? Ain't no way. Either that or they're looking for something. Wow. Because if they hand us that brick, why not? What is this build? You really got like no defense? No, either no defense or they drew really bad. Swing for 8, just like that. Luffy better start developing board. Wow. Well, that's funny. That really worked out for us. I mean, we might have game next turn. Either that or they were just running reckless. Can we low-key go for game now? If we was at 10, then maybe we could make some magic happen. Yeah, they had counter power. I guess they would just look for something. And figured they could just hold out with one life. Oh, we lost cards. How strong is that? 9? Okay, we'll let that go. Next turn game or? Oh, we take. That was the last life card, so it kind of didn't matter. Are we going defensive? Counting the amount of defense we have available. Take. Block. Okay. I wonder if they're enticing. I mean, we do have a lot of events we can play, but it will also be good to see that blocker hit the board. Whatever we decide to do, it would be cool if that blocker hits the board. Pretty smart move, not Don attaching, so we can have opportunities for bigger plays. Oh, we're playing 2 blockers? He's right there in the middle. Okay, we settled for Marco. That's what's going on. Well, Marco does do a good job, though. So we got 4 cards to feed Marco. 5K pump, and then a 2K. Oh, we're just going for the block. Ah, that makes sense. And then you just chuck 1 card. Gotcha. What's that? 2K, 2K. So that worked out. Y'all know Radical Beam once upon a time was banned. No, it was limited to 1, right? 1, right? Yeah, it was 1. I think it was the only card that was limited, right? And then Nami got banned. Moby Dick got banned. Is it Moji? Got banned. So I think Radical Beam was the only card that was ever limited. And then after that, everything either just gets banned or it's played at 4. Right? Correct me in the comments. Feel free. Don't worry about it. That 10-drop Luffy, I truly feel like it's literally only should be played to close the game out. I think it's so hard to gain that type of advantage with that card, where it's like, I don't know what deck you can play it in, where you can just magically race your way to 10 Don and comfortably play it, because it resets you badly. It's a real strong reset. So you're racing to get to this 10 Don state to then, and respectfully, it's like, I think 3 Don cards is like the best you can do before you get to 10 Don. I think. And it just depends on the leader. That's another thing. It depends on the leader and your setup. But yeah, you race to 10 Don. So that's essentially you only get one turn ahead of your opponent. Then you eat up all your Don to virtually be like 2 turns behind your opponent. I didn't do the math on how far behind your opponent you are, but like it's gonna be probably about 2 turns. And then you're gonna sit there and try to use that character ability to ramp your boy back up. And then it's like if you have your leader ability, you're going to try to use the leader ability and that 10 drop character ability to just race your way back to 10 Don. But once again, you can only move up 1 turn reasonably. Unless your triggers. That's it. That's the difference maker. If you get triggers that ramp you. If you get triggers that ramp you, then yeah, you could play that 10 drop super fast. And that's when everything changes. But that really would depend if your triggers are ramping you. The point of what I'm saying is, I don't really think he's worth playing like that. I think his true value is just to close the game out. Like that's it. Like, hey, I can actually go for game now because I'm getting 2 turns. Attack with everything, play, attack with lead, take a second turn, attack. That's how I feel this character can probably win. But that race to get them on the board as fast as possible, I don't think it ever helps. I haven't seen that. So maybe, I don't know. I would say hopefully we all decide to not do that and just save it to just win the game. Like Roger, right? But Roger's a little different. He's worth playing as soon as you can play him. It doesn't matter. But yeah. If you see the W, then play it. If you don't see a W, then keep it in your hand. This should be game. Yep. G. Thanks for watching. Look at that damn Roger.